All right, go ahead and call our meeting to order for our committee of the whole meeting Monday, April 16th. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Vice Chairman Chris Bowers for invocation and pledge.
Our dear Lord and gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather, God. We thank you for the freedoms that you've given us, Lord. We pray that you be with us now as we discuss the business of the county, Lord. Just lead, guide, direct us, Lord. We thank you for all that you have done and all that you're going to do. In Jesus' name, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Our first item on our committee of the whole meeting is Project United, log number 75. Mr. Wilson.
Yes, sir. Project United is the TTI property. We've discussed it, I think, for the last year or so. Property has since been deeded to Anderson County. If by some chance at a later point we are interested in the property, I talked to Mr. Burns. He said he would be willing to talk to us about receiving the property. But at this point in time, staff recommends to remove this item from the log.
Okay. Any questions?
I agree with that. The place is contaminated. We don't need that financial responsibility or burden placed on the taxpayers of Pickens County. That's my opinion.
Anything else? All right, so we need a motion in a second to move this to remove this from the log. A motion by Councilman Bowers, second by Councilman Feemster. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by raising your hand. Motion carries. Opening burning log number 76.
Yes, sir. I was not sure exactly what council was looking for, but I did have Mr. Hayes look into the open burning law. He's got some information, and with your approval, we'll put some information on the website once you all hear what it is. And so,
outdoor burning is regulated by the South Carolina State Forestry. They allow outdoor burning for agriculture and home cleanup of materials that can grow naturally or can fall in your yard. This is permitted that you have to obtain to outdoor burning. Pickens County residence number, and if you're a resident of Pickens County, this is the number. Every county's got their own burning number. It's 1-800-517-9637. This permit does not include items that burn with a thick black smoke or a strong odor such as tires or plastic or trash. When a Pickens County citizen obtains a burning permit from the South Carolina Forestry Department, they recommend that you notify the local fire department of a controlled burn. If the burn is not permitted, the jurisdiction falls under the South Carolina Forestry Department to enforce and investigate that action. Whether an outdoor burn is in compliance with South Carolina Forestry burning permit or not, the burn is in violation of having a thick black smoke that gives off a strong odor from trash or tires or plastic. The violation is enforced and investigated by South Carolina DHEC under section 62-2, burning. There is a separate permit that is issued by South Carolina Forestry for prescribed burns. This number is 1-800-777-FIRE. This is designed for agricultural control burns and timber corporation burns for the benefit of the proper management of the land. This burn is also important to control hazardous areas from forest fires to minimize the damage. The South Carolina Forestry not only issues the permit, but helps them with the smoke management guidelines regulated by South Carolina DHEC before the burn. Fire that don't require a permit is a campfire. If the fire is used for warmth or cooking, it does not have to have South Carolina Forestry burn permit. Size is not relevant in this issue. Bonfires do not require a permit if it is used for warmth or marshmallows.
It says marshmallows.
and what we can do is we got the DHEC has some learn before you burn brochures, which we'll get and put out with our information stations here at the building. Also, it's recycling facilities and so forth. We'll have Sharon put some information on social media, as well as we'll put it on our website for people to see what it is. We have very little control over the legalities of open burning. And with council's pleasure, I guess we would recommend removing this one from the log as well.
Right. Any other questions about this?
Yeah, I have one. Has this changed from years past? Because like back when we built stuff, burn off trees, this, that, and the other, we just call that number.
Yeah, the Pickens County number.
But we never got a permit in writing back then. Is it still the
You got
same?
what now?
Never had a permit in writing.
They'll give you the number online, it's an automated line, and they'll
So that's
give
pretty much
you
the way it's been for
one or
years.
two, number.
Yeah.
And you'll write that number down, and you call your local, they encourage you to call your local fire department, let them know that you'll be burning, you have a burn permit. And they'll also tell you when you call if it's permittable to burn, if the air pressure and the winds is two jurisdictions that falls under this by that complaint. One is the forest having the permit period, or letting the burn get out of control, and that's forestry. But, a bad burn for burning chemicals or strong odors, black smart, forestry does not investigate that, that's South Carolina DHEC. And there's some discrepancies on, when they go out and see that, they'll automatically call DHEC to come out, they don't even investigate.
What about these people that maybe might be making meth, burning household chemicals?
That goes
containers?
with copper wire, the whole 9 yards, it falls under that 62-2, that's DHEC.
DHEC has to enforce, what's the role of the sheriff's office in that? What's the role of y'all have in that? When you get people, I know y'all do get people that call, so-and-so's burning something, they got meth lab.
Well, it puts us at disadvantage, and that's what, last year I sent out the DHEC thing to everybody, because they show up and they're burning wood and all this and all stuff together, and there's nothing really for us to do except to maybe take some documented and refer it to DHEC. I'd like to have something, or to find them right there, because there's, and, DHEC may come out the next day or may not ever. Can you imagine how many complaints they get across the state?
Any other discussion? Is there a motion and a second to remove this from the consent?
Before motion and second, the original complaint that even got this put on the log, has it been addressed, not been addressed? Is it, I don't want to kick something off the log that.
This one here, honestly, we didn't have an answer that night on what is the regulations for open burning, from what I recall. That's where Mike got involved, investigated what is the regs. I think the biggest thing we need to do is really publicize and educate the public on what it is, because honestly, I didn't know that night the question was asked.
I didn't know either. So if I want to burn stuff in the yard, I can't just burn for the sake of burning it. It needs to be a campfire, or I need to put marshmallows on it.
We're calling it a permit.
Forestry said that a campfire is for warmth or food.
So if you want to burn, just to burn, not for warmth or food, you just gotta get a permit. It's
Oh,
gotta
You
be
don't have
natural.
to get a permit.
All you gotta do, it's an 800 number, I've done it
Yeah.
a dozen times.
Okay.
For burning debris and stuff, you just call the number and they'll say, today is a low warning day or high winds, and they give that, and they say, here's a number, and that's all you gotta do, it takes 30 seconds, and then you're covered.
Well, you call it a campfire and you don't call it off.
Right.
But to that point of the simplicity, I think it's important for us to take this off the log that we're communicating this out to the public.
Social media,
Yeah.
Our website. and-
'Cause I didn't-
It is something that we do need to communicate.
Yes.
I agree, putting out at the,
Recycle stations,
Recycle is a good
we got
spot.
information station here in this building as
I
well.
checked with Crystal about what was noted on the log, and they was just wanting to know what regulations.
because it's on the website, is it on the website?
Yeah, it's not, but that's why we want to do that. That can be part of y'all's motion to have all
It's really
that.
not made here much anymore.
I'll make a motion to take it off the log, hand out the brochures at the places you
Convenience
designated
site, yes.
for recycling and here, and then put a note on the website.
Yes.
About how, somehow, so people can find it easily.
Good.
Well,
Share it
this
to a
is a
story.
copy of their
Yeah.
plant forestry puts out.
And if we have a link to their website or
We
something
will.
like that,
Yeah.
just to make it as easy as
What about
possible.
the festivals y'all gonna be at too?
Actually, they starting this Saturday with festivals. We'll take and have some information about that there as well. And Sharon will do a big story on it for me also.
And we have a motion to take it off the log, but by the same token, communicate it out by Councilman Whitehurst methods. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Bowers. Any other discussion? All those in favor, signify by raising your hand. Motion carried.
Just on the website, if you could take that PDF of the DX, it explains it a lot, and have them download it, so they know exactly what to do.
Gotcha. We'll do that.
Thank you, Sheriff.
The third item, Chairman Costner, is the implementation of new federal guidelines for purchasing related to grants. We was hoping to have everything ready for you tonight on that. This was a request from the Finance Department. There's some information still coming in. We'd request that we hold this one off until next month if possible.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. That's all that we have, so I ask for a motion, second, that we adjourn. Motion from Councilman Bowers, second by Councilman Hudson. All those in favor, signify by raising your hand. And we are adjourned. Page 2. Yeah, if it was just the committee of the whole meeting, that would be good. All right. Ready? Okay. I will call us to order for our budget work session. I guess we'll turn it over to Mr. Wilson to begin some of the conversations that we had over the questions that we had submitted.
Yeah, first off, we want to thank everyone for submitting the questions and concerns that you had to us. I'd like to ask that we kind of start a little bit off key, I guess, but let's start with the prison and the sheriff's department. And if we do this, I would ask that we enter into executive session to talk about it, because we are talking about personnel, if at all possible.
All right.
Make a motion, go to executive session.
Because you're talking about
We're
individual
talking about
personnel.
individuals, we're talking about positions as a whole.
Yes, sir. And
We'll be talking about
We-
individuals too.
anything we do, we would like for them to hear directly from us before
Okay.
social media gets to them. If that makes sense. And that's up to you guys. You don't have to. That was just a request from us.
And you're referring to the prison part.
Motion to go into executive session for the specific reason of discussing personnel as it relates to the jail budget and stockade.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there's a motion. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Feemster. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by raising your hand. And we are adjourning to executive session.
Yeah. If y'all don't mind, get into the order.